Epic dreams in pixel mazes. Fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings. 8-bit world where power springs. Twitches hum, the chaos sings. Forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade, weekly show with free online leaderboards. We play some of the best games ever made. The show is all about the games, and we're going to start off by taking a look at the games. Friday night just got legit. Let's take a look at the games for this week on the Retro Legends Arcade. What are we going to be playing? First, a quick hello to the chat. The Be Me, good to see you. Jabba's Game Hut, good to see you. Fat Hog 13, good to see you. Yes, we have the exclusive video footage of Baby Shark right here on Retro Legends Arcade. Soggy Bacon here, another Wizard of Pinball. Nice Hurricane score, Jabba. Jabba is a truly legit gamer. We're going to take a look at a Truxton run he did with a single quarter. That's right. Gotta have that custom Baby Shark footage. So very exciting. But there are some exciting things happening with AtGames. We'll probably cover AtGames first because I know a lot of people like AtGames content. But first, let's take a look at the new games we're adding to the arcade to play this week. Let's check them out. A little history on Funhouse. Funhouse was released in November 1990 by Williams Electronics. The game was designed by Pat Lawler, known for other successful pinball machines such as the Addams Family and the Twilight Zone. The table features a theme around an amusement park funhouse and has a focus on the main character of Rudy, who is a ventriloquist dummy. Rudy the dummy used pinmation technology. Rudy featured animated moving eyes and mouth and was a first for pinball machines at the time. Of course, this was followed up with Red and Ted's Roadshow, where they doubled the Rudy head. And of course, this is part of the Williams Pinball Volume 6 pack, which was just released for the AtGames 4KP. And, you know, it's almost like getting ridiculous. If it's a Williams pack, you just buy it. I mean, if you're a fan of real pinball and you know the history of real pinball and Williams, you just buy these packs. I mean, these are all must-buys. I mean, there's no way. If you're a serious pinball fan, you want to pass up on any of these. Just honest opinion from me. I mean, after doing so many of these packs. But this was the original. The voice of the character Rudy was voiced by Ed Boon, the co-creator of Mortal Kombat. Pretty cool. A lot of people don't know that Rudy's voice is actually one of the creators of Mortal Kombat. That's pretty crazy if you think about it. Went on to make Mortal Kombat. It's not just a static element. The main goal of the game is to get the ball into his mouth after midnight to start a multi-ball. Funhouse was one of the last Williams games to use an alphanumeric display before the company transitioned to dot matrix displays. What can I say about Funhouse? It's an iconic pinball. Rudy has become one of the most recognizable icons of pinball history. It's a little creepy in my opinion, but is what it is. Storytelling on this game was great. It was considered revolutionary at the time for introducing a narrative and interactive storyline that captivated players. And to me, this game is a timeless classic. It has a unique charm, and it's often cited as being one of the best-selling pinball machines of its time. So, I mean, what can you say about Funhouse? This is a must-have for your pinball collection. It's a no-brainer. It's the whole pack. It's worth buying the pack just for Funhouse. Well, there you go. There's Funhouse. I mean, I love this game. This was one of the ones I was waiting for. You know, as a fan of real pinball, I mean, you can't go wrong with Funhouse. This is one of the all-time great pinballs, and people that are giving it low review scores, I'm like, you know, if you come from the old school of pinball, I mean, these Williams games are hard. That's the nature of the beast. That's what makes them so great. You know, they just give and they give and they give. They're challenging. And this was before, you know, like the modern Sterns where they hold your hand, they give you ball saves, they do all this. You know, this is when you know, these games were tough and they separated really wizard players. And I love these games. And the thing about Funhouse, there's definitely a way to play it. You have to give it enough time that you realize, you know, you have to be very comfortable with the dead flip. And there's a lot of strategy involved in it. And Funhouse is a really great table. It's very well executed, too. I think Zen is just getting better and better. We're going to talk a little bit about Zen Pinball and AtGames after we go in our AtGames section. But this game was a very good port, I felt like. One of the better Williams ports on the AtGames 4KP.
Look at that.
Isn't she beautiful? I'm falling in love all over again.
You say that to all the ruins.
Such a lovely table.
Absolutely, Laura. This table is drop dead gorgeous.
This is going to require some creativity.
The immersion inside Pinball FX VR is next level. While the video can't convey it, Laura is a beautiful 3D model. And that's the one thing I'm going to say about the Pinball FX VR is nothing that you show on a video screen will prepare you for how three-dimensional these games are. When you have that headset on, you can literally move your position where you could change your view, and it just is a game changer. Really feels very immersive, very much like real pinball, especially with the X Arcade, which I think is a great product for Pinball FX VR. It's kind of like the killer combination. And this game I'm revisiting because I really did enjoy this game. This is just going to be a standard 3-ball competition. Just play the whole game through. I mean, it is a story-based game, so I feel like, you know, there's no sense doing a 1-ball challenge on this particular table. But I do feel like I want to play it again and give it a chance to see how far I can get. And I did pull up our leaderboards. I am going to put a bounty if anyone can beat Tomato Grass. Tomato Grass is still our #1 champ on this game. If anyone can beat Tomato Grass, I'll give a $20 bounty on anyone that can take that score out. That's a killer score. So let's see if we can compete and let's see who can get the highest score on Tomb Raider Pinball. You could play either on AtGames 4KP or on Pinball FX VR. Can't wait to see some of the scores coming in. We got Jabba here. He did a great Sunset Riders stream, as did the Rexer show. Got a lot of people playing Sunset Riders, enjoying the arcade game. So our AtGames Pinball, you can play it on other platforms as well. We do iScored, so it's cross-platform. You can Funhouse, you could play in Pinball FX. You could play it in Pinball FX on any of the consoles. You could play it on your AtGames. Just you take a photograph of the score. There's links in the description of this video to all the games. You just click on the game you want to enter a score on. You know, I usually do it on my phone. I just pull up this video and you touch the link and it takes you right to where you enter your score. You have to take a picture to confirm that you actually earned the score, and that's pretty much it. So let's continue to look at Tomb Raider, and this is on Pinball FX VR. I love the way that you start the modes in this game is you hit the globe. Also, the launch is really cool. It's like a motorboat. A great view of the back glass. We're going to select a mission. You just shoot the ball into the globe to start the missions.
Legend has it that when you drive the dagger of Shion into your own heart, you acquire the power of the dragon. Literally.
Let's start off by looking at the Adventures of Lara Croft table. This table is a globe-spanning thrill ride. You'll face iconic enemies, navigate through ancient temples, and collect legendary artifacts, all while enjoying smooth ramp flow and intense mission-based gameplay. The table design is dynamic and fast, capturing the essence of the classic Tomb Raider with a modern pinball twist. Gameplay is nice and smooth. Well, I'm not going to show you every mode and every surprise this game has. I will say that this is a beautifully crafted pinball table. And I just love everything about it. You can extend your time by shooting into the globe. That's what I'm doing there. I'm giving myself more time.
Now this will be a tricky one to display.
Look how animated Lara is. I mean, and there's also a QR code. You can scan that with your phone. If you're watching on your computer, you just pull that up. You point your phone at it with your phone's camera. A QR code will take you directly to where you enter your score. So it's very simple to enter a score. If you're playing Pinball FX VR, it's also easy to take a photograph of your game. So that's pretty easy to do. I feel like this game has a lot to offer, and I'm ready to check it out for another week and see how much further I can get. I was just starting to get into it and get good at it the first week we played it, so I'm ready to revisit it. This is what virtual pinball is all about,
The better.
and a tremendous fail by me.
Let's raise it some more, shall we?
The music just pulls you into this game. I love the way it has that chill Lara Croft soundtrack, and then the music just pulls you into different. Look at that! She just jumped off the table. She did a swan dive off the table. Oh my goodness. This is classic Lara Croft. Man, how can you not love this? That's what I'm going to say. I mean, this is the advantage of VR. I mean, you're not going to be able to have the character swan dive off of the table in any other format. And I feel like this table, to me, like the animation, like for virtual pinball, I think Zen is the king of animating characters. I mean, to me, this looks fantastic. In Pinball FX VR, this is my preferred way to play this game. It's just so immersive, and it's just so well done. I mean, I just like everything. I like, you know, the entire feel. I think they nailed this IP where it really does feel like Tomb Raider. I mean, it's a very great pinball game that they've created here, an original game for Tomb Raider. And Fat Hog 13 says he enjoyed this one more than the Manor for sure. The Manor was all about multi-ball. Once you discovered that multi-ball, that was the whole game.
Time's up.
We got that classic Tomb Raider music.
Okay.
The deeper I get into this table, the more I like it. I'm just thoroughly enjoying this table. And this week in the Retro Legends Arcade, we'll be playing Pengo, one of my favorite arcade games. It's a 1982 maze video game developed by Corlin and published by Sega for the arcades. Player controls Pengo, a red penguin who resides in the Antarctic. The game takes place in an overhead maze full of ice blocks where Pengo crushes blob-like snow bees by sliding blocks into them. The objective is to survive each round by eliminating all the snow bees and snow bee eggs. I mean, this is just a great Sega classic arcade, just so enjoyable to play, so much fun, so simple, so whimsical. You know, it's got that great music. You know, of course, you can smash the snow bees with the ice blocks. If you get the 3 white blocks all together, you get a huge bonus. You can also go to the edges the outside corners. If you press the button into the wall, it makes the water shimmy, and that will topple over the enemies. Then you can run them over, and that's one way to kill the snow bees, besides crushing them with the ice blocks. But this game is super addictive, it's super fun. And so this is another from the golden age of arcades. It's another great game. I think we're going to have fun playing this week. Come join us and play some Pengo this week in the Retro Legends arcade. While optimally lining up the 3 diamond blocks to earn large score points. That's where all the points are in this game. If you can get those 3 blocks to line up, you can score massive points. And the quicker you do it, the more your bonus is. Wasn't fast enough. Pengo, of course, is a classic arcade game. It was ported to the Atari 2600, 5200, the Atari 8-bit computers, and Game Gear. Come join us and play Pengo this week in the Retro Legends arcade. It's got that music. It's called Popcorn. That song that plays, it kind of gets stuck in your head. It's like one of those catchy tunes, kind of like in Bubble Bobble. You know, once this music, it kind of gets in your head for a little while. But Pengo is a super game, and it just doesn't get enough light. It's fantastic. So I feel like, you know, look, we're going to give it a visit this week and see what the community can, what kind of scores the community can pull off in Pengo. But I do love this game. Come join us this week. We're playing the 1992 vertically scrolling shooter arcade game, Truxton II. Of course, this was released by Toplan in Japan and in Europe. It's a sequel to Truxton, which was released early in arcades in 1988. Fantastic game. As far as shmups, this is a challenging one. Rules for this week's tournament are easy. Single quarter, get as far as you can. No continues will be allowed. So see how far you can get on a single quarter. And one of the cool things, if you watch the fire power-ups, they change between 3 colors. There's a blue one, there's a green one, there's a red one. And I just love the blue one. It's like an electricity attack. But there's 3 different ways your ship can shoot in Truxton 2. 1 quarter play. There's the electricity power-up, the blue, great game. I mean, just the power of the bullets on this game is awesome. Of course, you've got that cool smart bomb with the skulls. Always like this one. I'm sure we're going to see some 6 scores on this one. We saw some really great scores this past week in Tiger Heli. I wonder if we're going to see scores as high in Truxton 2. This is a great game. And we're actually going, at the very end of the stream, we're going to watch a little video from Jabba's Game Hut, his Truxton run, which he's playing in the Retro Legends arcade. And, you know, I think any gamer that can really reach a score of 100,000 and over in this game, you get massive props. I mean, this is one of the all-time great shmups. But this is a super fun game to play. And this will be a fun one to score chase. We'll be score chasing this all week. And this is one of those games where it's always fun to play one more game. You know, it's very addictive, very good formula, and no continues. So see how far you can get. And you can play it on a lot of different formats. This is the Evercade, but I prefer to play it on my real arcade. iArcade, of course, was known for all these shmup games. That's my preferred way to play, but I mean, it plays great on. It's not a hard game to emulate, so you'll easily be able to play this game in a high quality. You don't need to spend a fortune to be a retro gamer. 48,670. We'll take a look at Jabba's one in a bit. There's the QR code. Put the chat back up after this. Scan those QR codes or links in the description of this video. Come play along. There are no boundaries. This show is not activities are not gatekept. Everyone is welcome to play and compete on live online leaderboards. So there you go. There were the games for the week. Hello to Mikey Yoon. The Be Me said, Pengo and Mr. Do are evil quarter takers. They are wonderful classic arcade games. So let me see what the next thing I had queued up was. Let's see. Let me pull up the chat so I can look at that while I'm doing this too. Let's see here how to do that. Go here. And right here, turn that on. Okay, so it's back on. Okay, so. Okay, let me open up the file. So we had a pretty awesome week of gaming with the games we were playing. We're going to take a look first at the AtGames pack that was just released. 3 games were released in the AtGames pack. Volume 6. Of course, that was Funhouse and Dr. Dude and his Amazing Ray and Space Station. So let's check them out. This is Papa Brad, and I'm excited to take a look at Williams Pinball Volume 6 for the AtGames 4KP. Get 3 fantastic games, including an absolute classic, one of my favorite Williams pinball tables. This one has Funhouse on it. Plus, we get Dr. Dude and his excellent Ray. And Volume 6 for Funhouse is the game that we are doing this week as well. Get 3 fantastic games, including an absolute classic, one of my favorite Williams pinball tables. This one has Funhouse on it. Plus, we get Dr. Dude and his excellent Ray. And we get Space Station. So 3 tables. Of course, Funhouse is going to be the main event. Huge thank you to AtGames for sending these out for the purpose of review. Let's get it started. Start out with a look at the play field on the AtGames 4KP.
Hey, Fitz, you're up.
There's Rudy in action. Play field looks pretty good to me. How about that hot dog?
You're up.
No one does animations as good as Zen Studios does them on the 4KP. Yeah, I'm just going to say, like, if you're talking about something where you have characters moving, I mean, Zen has really worked hard to eke every little bit of performance they can out of the PCB and this Legends 4KP. And they do the best job with animations by far. It's not even close. And this game has a lot of animations because, of course, Rudy is constantly talking. He heckles the player when you play. He says he's watching you. He says some crazy, inappropriate things at times. It's very fun to play. You got to play this game long enough to give it a chance. This is not an easy game. This is a game, though, that rewards you learning the way the game plays. There's, like, basically you almost always let it dead flip off of one flipper. It shoots the ball out fast, but once you get a hang on it, I mean, I see people giving this game low scores, and I'm like, this is a fantastic pinball. I mean, this is up there with the greats, you know, up there with Addams Family, up there with, you know, Attack from Mars. I mean, how can you not love Funhouse? I mean, but it does take time to learn how to play it. It's not an easy, it's not instant, you know, and that's what gives the value to the Zen packs. You know, these aren't games you're just going to load and instantly be able to play for 30 minutes on a game. And that's the challenge. And that's what I love about these games. But these are great classic pinball games. And I think anything less than a 9 on Funhouse is you know, sacrilege. It's sacrilege, you know. Oh, we're going to be talking about some Elvira. I got some stuff queued for that, Video Game Vegas. You know we're going to be talking about Elvira. You know, PG is right. This game is one of those games, it gets better and better as you play it. And when you get better as a pinball player, this is a game that a wizard can really show off their skills. It's a fantastic game. I mean, I just love it. I mean, it's fantastic. I've definitely got the magic down for making characters move. And this table, you know, is an absolute classic Williams pinball table. And to me, this was a must-have for the Williams collection. I mean, if you love Williams Pinball, you gotta have Funhouse. This is an older table, so the challenge level is going to be pretty high. But I love these Williams tables. That's what makes them so great. That's what makes them really have a good value. You can play them again and again, and they're not super easy to beat. But in my opinion, the play field looks great. Looks really good.
Hey, Fitz, you're up.
Let's take a look at some gameplay in action. Of course, it's Funhouse. I mean, what can you say about it? It's fantastic. I mean, it's a fantastic Williams game. I mean, to me, this is why I got the 4KP. Just look how good that game looks. I mean, that looks fantastic. I mean, this is why you have a virtual pinball cabinet. To have recreations like this, it's just gorgeous. Let me turn off the chat so we can see that a little bit better. But look how good that looks on the cabinet, playing, you know, nice and smooth gameplay, no real bugs, you know. I'm going to ding it a little bit. I'm not going to give it an S tier. I'm not going to give it a 10. But to me, this is about as solid of a 9 as you can get if you love Williams Pinball and playing real pinball machines. If you love classic Williams Pinball, this is one of the all-time greats. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I would rate this table, probably the way it sits right now, I would probably rate this table about a 9.5. Only thing keeping it from a 10 or S tier is the resolution is not as high as I would like. But overall, the gameplay, it plays fantastic. It's fun. You know, it's Funhouse. It's as good as it gets. If you like Williams Pinball, this table alone is enough of a reason to buy this whole pack. I feel like the other two tables are almost like a bonus. But Funhouse is definitely a must-have Williams Pinball. For that reason, you know, I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. A little history on Funhouse. Funhouse was released in November 1990 by Williams Electronics. The game was designed by Pat Lawler, known for other successful pinball machines such as the Addams Family and the Twilight Zone. I mean, listen to that pedigree of games. Addams Family, Twilight Zone, Funhouse. I mean, come on now. The table features a theme around an amusement park funhouse and has a focus on the main character of Rudy, who is a ventriloquist dummy. Rudy the dummy used Pinmation technology. Rudy featured animated moving eyes and mouth and was a first for pinball machines at the time. Of course, this was followed up with Red and Ted's Roadshow, where they doubled the Rudy heads. But this was the original. The voice of the character Rudy was voiced by Ed Boon, the co-creator of Mortal Kombat. Rudy is not just a static element. The main goal of the game is to get the ball into his mouth after midnight to start a multi-ball. Funhouse was one of the last Williams games to use an alphanumeric display before the company transitioned to dot matrix displays. What can I say? Yes, Ed Boon is the voice of Rudy. The actual ventriloquist dummy was that's Ed Boon's voice. About Funhouse, it's an iconic pinball. Rudy has become one of the most recognizable icons of pinball history. It's a little creepy in my opinion, but it is what it is. Storytelling on this game was great. It was considered revolutionary at the time for introducing a narrative and interactive storyline that captivated players. And to me, this game is a timeless classic. It has a unique charm, and it's often cited as being one of the best-selling pinball machines of its time. So, I mean, what can you say about Funhouse? This is a must-have for your pinball collection. So yeah, it does really grow on you too. The more I play it, the more I like it, the more I realize why it's such a revered classic of pinball. You know, it's just a lot of fun. And this is one of those ones I can't wait to see it in Pinball FX VR. If you think Rudy is creepy here, imagine when he's in full 3D with the VR goggles on, you know, playing on my X-Arcade, man, it's going to be amazing. Plus you could, you know, we had some talk about the point of view. I mean, you know, there are more expensive ways to play pinball. Certainly you can go OTG, you can play where you could change views. But I think for the limitations of the hardware, which a long time ago, quite honestly, the Rexer show said that this was going to struggle running these Zen pinball games. I think they've really done well considering how underpowered I think the processor is to run these games. I mean, if you look at the animations and stuff, they're eking every little bit of performance they can out of this 4KP. And I'm happy with it. I can tell you, I really enjoy this game. No-brainer. It's the whole pack. It's worth buying the pack just for Funhouse. Dr. Dude and his ex. All I gotta say, the best part of this game for sure. Look at that back glass. I mean, you gotta appreciate the graphics in this game. It's super bright. I mean, this game is either you love it or hate it. There are going to be people that love this game. There's going to be people that hate it. But, you know, it's so colorful. It's super fast. It's super difficult. I mean, this is a Williams pinball, though. This is what they're kind of known for. I mean, Williams, they did not coddle the player. They didn't hold your hand. They didn't give you a bunch of ball saves. These were games designed to suck the quarters right off you. And, you know, they're tough. But, you know, they keep giving. You got to stick with them for a while, you know. And, you know, yeah, absolutely. Keep it original and don't censor anything. And I was worried about this back glass because, you know, what happened with Taxi. I was like, man, they're gonna modify this back glass. And, you know, AtGames already assured me that they're not going to modify the Elvira tables when they come out. You're going to get the classic, what you expect from an Elvira table, which is good to hear. Excellent Ray is a 1990 pinball machine by Bally, designed by Dennis Nordman. Features a scientist trying to become the coolest by collecting attributes like magnetic personality, heart of rock and roll, and the gift of gab. Absolutely. And you can play these games anyway. Like in our tournament, you can play on VPX, you can play on AtGames, you can play on Pinball FX VR. I 100% agree with Ray De La Torre. Like I said, it's criminal. If you're not giving Funhouse a 9, I don't get it. It's great. I mean, it plays great. It's fun. And you got to keep in mind the limitations of the AtGames 4KP. You know, yes, my $1,300 high-end gaming PC running OTG to the AtGames, I have a lot more options, but it's a whole different price range you're talking about. You know, we're talking about running it on a standalone PCB. And I think we'll take a look at the power up his real quick. Excellent Ray. The goal is to use these collected elements to activate a 2-ball multi-ball, which doubles scores. Here we are taking a look at the play field. I 100% almost went with the 10, but I feel like what held me back from giving it a 10, I feel like it's not, like the resolution is not as high as I would like, but gameplay-wise, it was a lot of fun to play. I've heard some people saying they get the ball stuck in Rudy's mouth. That never happened to me. I don't know if I'm just lucky, but I've been playing it a lot, and I've never had the ball get stuck. I heard you could just up nudge if that happens, but, you know, definitely it's a great, you know, version of Funhouse to play. And I'm not going to spend a ton of time on Dr. Dude. We'll just take a quick look at the table. AtGames Legends 4KP, a new release from Zen Studios. And this table is just beautiful to look at, very colorful. Colors just pop. Everything's super bright and sharp. Absolutely. Don't do that, Ray. What an excellent back glass. I do love the back glass on this one. Here we have a little gameplay action with the 2-ball multi-ball. One of the fun parts of this game. Definitely a sight to behold. Dr. Dude and his excellent Ray. I rate this game about an 8 out of 10. So there you go, an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's not bad. It's not an absolute classic. But if you look at how smooth it is, and you keep in mind the, once again, keep in mind the limitations of what you're playing it on, I think it's really good. I think they did a good job. And once again, this is going to be a table. Some people are going to hate the gameplay. It is hard. It is super fast. So this is not an easy game to play. Let's see, Dr. Dude is one of the few. This is from Fat Hog. He said Dr. Dude is one of the few Williams tables that the visual effects actually improve the gameplay. Don't get me wrong, they all look good, but usually find a way to get in the way, not here. Yeah, I do like the electric bolts and stuff. I think they did pretty good with this. Once again, this is not one of those ones that when I go to a pinball arcade, this is not the first quarter I'm going to put in a machine. But I'm going to ask, you know, for me, it's like, you know, it's $5, you know, $5 a table. I mean, I would have bought this pack just for Funhouse alone. I feel like this is certainly worth $5. You can get your $5 worth out of it. There's the electricity effect. And keep in mind, these are from the older school of Williams tables where, you know, once again, these tables were made to be challenging. No, Funhouse is not on FX VR yet, but they're all going to come to FX VR. I mean, just like AtGames, you know, it's not easy to port these games from system to system, but I expect, you know, Zen's going to put them all eventually on Pinball FX VR, just like they've done with AtGames. Keep in mind, look at how many tables Zen has released within 1 year. But, you know, don't release them till they're ready. And I'll say this, Zen has not really released a bunch of broken games, which is, you know, much to their credit, you know. I agree. Okay, last but not least, we'll take a look at Space Station.
We have ignition.
This game I ended up liking a lot more for some reason on the AtGames 4KP Pinball. It felt a little bit less bouncy than other versions I've played. And maybe it's all in my mind, but for some reason it seems this version seems a lot more playable and a lot more fun. Yeah, I have this on my OTG. I have every table that Zen's released for OTG on Pinball FX using Steam. And there's something about this AtGames version that's special. It just seems like it plays better. It's more fun. I swear it's less bouncy. You know, I feel like when I play the Steam version, the ball just is constantly bouncing everything, everywhere. This game reminds me a lot of Pinbot. It has that same level of difficulty. It has that sound. This is a very old school Williams Pinball. If you love the older generation of games like Firepower, I mean, this has that kind of pedigree of being a classic Williams Pinball. So let's listen to some of the sounds and gameplay. Here's a close-up of the play field. Looks really good. I mean, this definitely has that old school solid state pinball feel, you know. It's going to have that throwback. I'd rate this table about 8.5 as well. It's pretty fun. You know, for $5, I mean, you really can't go wrong. For $5, you're not going to find a better pinball table. I mean, for $5, I mean, if you like classic Williams Pinball, here's another one. And I don't know, I kind of like this one with the effects on, even though I hear a lot of people say that the astronaut gets in the way, and that is annoying when that happens. But I love it the way that the colors change. And I think this is a very, very fun classic Williams Pinball table to play. I just thoroughly enjoyed playing it. And I don't know what it, like I said, there's something special about this AtGames version because I feel like this is my preferred way to play this particular game. And I have it on all the other platforms, but they really did a great job. Once again, I feel like, you know, they're sharpening the saw, at least Zen Studios. Each one of these Zen packs is getting better and better, more refined, and the games are feeling better and better and smoother. It's definitely worth the $5. So there you have it. Overall rating for this pack, I'm going to give this pack a 9 out of 10. I would definitely recommend it. If you like Williams Pinball, this is a must-buy. Just like all Williams packs. It's not that different. I will say I really do think they did a great job with the ports to the AtGames Legends 4KP. These play really well, and I'm very happy with them. I didn't really run into any bugs playing, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing the tables. So a 9 out of 10. Okay, so there you go. There was a look at the new Williams pack, just released on the AtGames. Tons of fun. You know, everyone can have an opinion. You could say I'm totally wrong. But I definitely love classic Williams Pinball. I feel like this is a really good pack. It's a good value if you like that. You know, these are old school pinball games, though. And, you know, of course, I know everyone's just dying to see it. You're all dying to see it. So here it is. AtGames releasing another super hot game. Let's take a look. And here it is. Who's excited for this one? Yes.
Hello!
Hello! Oh, yeah, man, that is so exciting. That is so exciting. You're seeing it right here on Retro Legends Arcade. How exciting is that? Let's take another look at it. Let's take another look at it. Maybe I got another one. Let's check this out. Let's check out some gameplay.
Choose your mode.
Okay, so let's just be honest. I mean, who doesn't want to see Tomato Grass play this one? You know, I think this is for kids, you know. You got to remember the audience for this. You know, this is not for us, but, you know, my grandkids might like it. I think it's kind of cool.
Look at Mommy Shark. Bodyboarding is so much fun.
I'm not going to put that up, Video Game Vegas, but that is very funny. Now, I know we're not too excited for Baby Shark, so I'm not gonna torture you with that. But that's enough footage. That's enough footage for the Baby Shark for right now. But I do have something good to share. My good friend TMCLOSKY said I could share this video. I want to show we're getting Elvira on the AtGames 4KP, and I can already tell you it's incredible. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, everyone is going to be blown away when they see the Elvira on the 4KP. It's another great Williams game. And it's not going to be long, and we're going to be playing it on the 4KP. And this is used with permission from TMCLOSKY. Let's take a look at his video. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to give some commentary on it. I kind of missed streaming with TMCLOSKY. He said he's never coming back to streaming. He's done with it. But here's a little taste of TMCLOSKY with Papa Brad.
Pinball fans, welcome back to the Pinball Bites, your quick hit of pinball news from Zen Studios.
Hi, we brought you great news with a Williams figure announcement.
I wonder if that's her real hair, if that's a wig. I mean, she's definitely going for the Elvira look. Do you think she dyed her hair, or do you think that's her real hair or a wig? I'm just curious. But by the way, instantly, if you know anything about pinball, you know where this is going when you look at the beginning of this video. I mean, it was absolutely obvious. The BME knows where it's at. PG says it's a wig. Tomato Sauce says it's definitely a wig. Yeah, she's a blonde. And, you know, of course, you know, Elvira's got that dark black hair. So, okay. Well, let's continue watching. This, of course, is from Zen Studios. This is their Pinball Bites broadcast. By the way, look at that fishtails beside him. I mean, that's an amazing pinball. Who doesn't love fishtails?
Many of you have been waiting for.
Although I think Baltic might have spoiled it.
What are we going to get to this year, guys? What are we going to get this year for Halloween? What's the big announcement from Williams? Can't wait.
First up, let's see what we have for you this Halloween.
Last year, we spoke you with Cam Bloodbrook.
I mean, I felt like this game was definitely supposed to be Friday the 13th. But I'm still glad we got it. It was fun. I like the Pinball M version a bit more. It's a little bit gorier. But has anyone played Camp Bloodbrook? What's the opinion of that in the chat?
Okay, that was last year, yep.
This year, we will review a true classic.
The requests for this table were through the roof over the last couple of years, so we hope you will have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll pause this right here. I've already, when I found out about Elvira, I did reach out to AtGames, and I wanted to get some direct information. They are not going to, they're not going to water it down. They're not going to change the back glasses. The things that I was worried about, of course, as a massive fan of real pinball and just having grilled them for doing what they did to Taxi, I had to ask some very pointed questions, and I like what I heard. They had the right answers. They are going to rate, this is probably going to be released as one of their M-rated titles, and they're not going to play with it. They're going to keep the nostalgia real, and I told them that was the most important thing. Keep it as real as you can. Now I'm going to be honest. Don't expect to see that spider spin on the back glass. I'm going to tell you, it's not going to happen because it doesn't happen with the Zen Pinball and other platforms. They're not going to do that. If they didn't do it on Hurricane, they're definitely not going to do it on this Elvira Pinball. None of the back glasses are animated for AtGames.
Check it out.
But if you want it animated, definitely Pinball FX VR is going to have all the features. Definitely the spider will be animated in virtual reality.
It's Elvira Scare Stiff. I see it. Woo!
Already answered the question, Video Game Vegas. It's not going to spin on the back glass, 100%.
I can tell you've done this before. Keep all body parts inside the crate. My favorite. You devil, you.
It's different. It's different. We should be glad we're getting Elvira at all. I mean, it's definitely not going to spin on the back glass. It's just not going to happen. None of their back glasses have any kind of animation. So, I mean, you don't expect it because I'll tell you right now, it's probably not going to happen.
Unpleasant dream.
Wow, I can't believe we're actually getting Elvira.
One of the highest ranked tables of all time is joining us.
And 100%, if it's that important to you that the back glass spins, play it in Pinball FX VR. It's going to be spinning like a mug, you know. In Pinball FX VR, all the toppers are on the tables, all the extra lights work, you know.
Elvira is back to rattle your bones on this amazing volley table from 1996.
Join the mistress of the dark herself on a quest to raise the dead by completing 6 spooky missions from Eyes of the Bonnies to Night of the Reapers. And that's not all. The table will also arrive to Pinball FX VR.
There it is, AtGames 4K.
And celebrate Halloween with Elvira as Scare Stiff arrives on our pinball platforms on the 16th of October.
Okay, 3 weeks from now.
Celebration, Zen Studios is 25 years old this year.
25 years of games.
Wow, 25 years, congrats.
Congrats to Zen Studios, 25 great years of virtual pinball. That's why they are one of the leaders of virtual pinball for sure.
In the digital space.
From the original Pinball FX from 2007 to our most recent game Pinball FX VR and everything in between, it has been an incredible journey. And it's all thanks to you, the players.
Yeah, I hear you. Black Hole spins on the back glass on the 4KP, but none of the Zen tables have animated back glasses. They never have. And they also, unlike Black Hole, they have full-on animation on the play field. I mean, they're actually going to animate Elvira. Elvira will be physically present on the pinball table while you're playing if you have the extra features enabled. Plus, you can play the original version as well. But I'm telling you, they're going to do a fantastic job with this. You know, it's going to be nice. No one's going to be disappointed.
We're celebrating in the upcoming weeks with huge discounts on multiple platforms.
We still have a few surprises up our sleeves. Keep an eye out on.
So a lot of surprises up their sleeves. Now, here's what I'm thinking. If you're buying the license and you're contacting you know, to get the Elvira license, I mean, what do you think the chances are they're not going to get the other great Elvira table? I think the chances are very strong because it's the same. They're going to need the same. They're going to need the same licenses. So I expect, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they get Party Monsters as well, because let's face it, they had to negotiate with Elvira, Cassandra Peterson, to make this happen. So I mean, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, maybe not instantly, but if they're putting together the deal, why wouldn't they put together the deal for both tables? Both tables were also in Pinball Arcade. So I think if Zen's purchasing those licenses, they're probably owned by the same people. I mean, you know, two great things, you know, they come in twos. You need the pair. You need Scared Stiff and you need Elvira and the Party Monsters. You need both of them, don't you? You need a pair.
Our socials in the upcoming weeks.
Next, let's talk hardware.
Our friends at X Arcade are heading to the Chicago Pinball Expo.
If you haven't heard about them, X Arcade provides one of the best arcade controllers.
It's a great option to play Pinball FX VR, and guess what? The game is included in their offer.
Make sure.
Nice thing about this X Arcade, if you have
that's what I was
already,
thinking. That would be funny if they called it that, the 2-pack, the double D-pack, but I don't think they're going to go that route. That is pretty lowbrow humor. But let's face it, if you're going to get Elvira, the license for Elvira, Williams and Bally Pinball, I mean, you don't just go for the one table, you go for the two. You know, we're never going to get the Stern one, but Party Monsters and Scared Stiff, you know, go together like salt and pepper. You got to get both of them. I mean, and by the way, the X Arcade is coming out with the haptics kit, which I can't wait to get my hands on. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be fantastic. If you're looking at anything from X Arcade, I've got links in the description of this video for a discount. But X Arcade is a game
you can buy
changer.
the kit, and here's what comes in the kit. Also, you can always buy a Pen 1 from Cleveland Software Design, which I had a video out there. I'll put the link up right now. It's a smaller version. It does have solenoids, and you can get some effects from this Pen 1 I have.
Jib?
If you use a DOF, you can get the solenoids to pop with the pop bumpers and slingshots and stuff. So that's another option. It's a desktop version where you can just set it right on your desk. You don't have to have it. It's not huge like this X Arcade. It's about the size of a keyboard. It's actually
One more thing I'll say about the back glass. If the back glass, if they do have it spin, imagine if the spider is a lot larger and it's easier to see where the spider starts and stops. So it might be something that could actually make the gameplay better because it won't be so small, you know?
a little bit smaller than a keyboard.
Arcade controllers to play games comfortably at home.
Their Arcade 2 TV XR controller is a great option to play Pinball FX VR, and guess what? The game is included.
Yes, once again, Sacro, I'm just being honest with you. You know, these people that are thinking the back glass is going to spin, it's not. None of them do it. None of the Zen tables have animated back glasses. They never have. They never have. So you're not going to see it with Elvira. I mean, that's why we don't have Safecracker. I mean, and they're using every bit of processing power to pull off those animations on this 4KP. Don't forget all the tricks and hoops they had to pull through just to get the games to run as smooth as they do. So I feel like you're not going to see animated back glasses, at least with Zen Pinball on the 4KP. Now, I'm not saying I don't want them. Of course, I would love to have them. But if it affects the quality of the gameplay, how smooth the game plays, it's not worth it. When you're playing pinball, you're not, maybe Elvira, you're staring at the back glass a lot, but normally you're just glancing up, you know. You're not going to, you know, I'm not going to be staring at the back glass while I'm playing pinball. You know, they would have done it by now if they could do it. Absolutely, I agree. We just had Hurricane come out, which has a giant spinning element, which is actually a key feature of the game. And I did ding that hard for not having the back glass. But, I mean, if they didn't do it for Hurricane, they're not going to do it for Elvira, you know. I think they're pushing the. I think Zen is really pushing the 4KP to its limits. They're pretty much optimizing these games as much as they can to get the best performance out of each system. You know, it depends on the power of what they're using. You know, and you know, but that's my opinion, and I have it on a pretty good source that's going to be the truth.
Make sure to check out their website and visit them at the expo.
Our friends at Last Cup have been busy over the last couple of months with hosting tournaments and creating truly epic community competitions.
And they leveled up their game even further.
Check out their new Leaderboard site, where
So,
you can find
Pengo?
information about every single Pinball FX and Pinball M table, along with their player rankings and active tournaments.
If you're up for the challenge, join the Lux Club community for epic pinball battles throughout the year.
Check out their links in the video description for more information.
That wraps up this episode of the
Absolutely.
Pinball Bites.
Soggy Bacon with a great comment. Forget the backlash. Let's talk about the table, modes, features. It's a great table. I'm just very thankful we're getting Elvira at all, and people already want to throw a negative spin on it. If the spider doesn't spin on the back glass, let's get our pitchforks out. Not a single Zen table has an animated back glass. So, it's not going to happen. And let's face it, they're getting better and better at making, Ray's right, they're getting better and better at making these Williams tables on the ALP 4K. Nothing to say, 6 months from now, they couldn't figure out a way to eke a little more performance out and add those in, they added in the Jurassic Park music. No one ever thought that was going to happen. Zen is a great company, and they're going to put it out in the best quality that they possibly can. And, I believe in Zen, and I think they're going to do the best they can. And maybe down the road, we'll get some animated back glasses. But for right now, I would not expect it.
We hope you are all excited for Scarcity arriving to our
Heck yeah.
on the 16th of October.
Head over to the Steam page of Pinball FX as you can already wishlist this amazing table.
And keep an eye out on our socials, as we still have many surprises for you in the upcoming weeks.
See you on the top of the leaderboards.
Okay, guys, there you go. We're getting Elvira Scared Stiff from 1996.
Scared Stiff.
This is a great one. Cool thing about Scared Stiff, it has a lot more Elvira sound clips in it. Elvira and the Party Monsters came out in 1989, I do believe. And it has some sound clips of Elvira, but they're not that many.
Here's what I'm saying. Give me I want all the Elvira I can handle. I want both of them. We need to get the pair, TMCLOSKY.
So the Scared Stiff one is one we want because it has a lot of Elvira sound clips in it. If you've ever played it, Elvira almost talks all the time throughout the gameplay. So this is a really cool one to have. I'd like to see Party Monsters too, but having Scared Stiff, it's a great table, and I think it's a little better table just because it has more Elvira.
Yeah, I think of the two, Scared Stiff is the A-lister. It's the headliner. I like both of them, but Scared Stiff has so many clips from Elvira herself. It has the better the DMD with the animations. I think Scared Stiff is the one you want most of all. But I feel like, if you're going to negotiate with Elvira to get these tables, get them both, man, because these are both great tables. And the back glass is that iconic cleavage shot of Elvira. So, Party Monsters is the one most people, when you're thinking of the sexy Elvira, it has her, a full body portrait of her on the side of it. It's Party Monsters is the one that has that sexy pinball artwork. But Scared Stiff is the gameplay that a lot of people love. So these two games are absolute classics of pinball. And these are two of the most, even Zen says they're two of the most requested games that they've ever had, that they've ever been asked to do.
There's sound clips in it, and it sounds more like her. Newer table paired to Party Monsters, so it kind of makes sense that has better quality for the soundtrack and stuff. So I'm excited. Now, I don't know for pinball.
What if they release these and they're $5? We got Attack from Mars for $5. What if they release Scared Stiff and it's $5? How excited would people be for that? I would be thrilled. And I'm not going to say, I like that the Zen prices are just right. They don't need to raise their price. I like that they're not overcharging. They get a lot of value when you can say that the pack only costs $5. I'm not going to say, oh, well, they could probably get $15 or $20 for this. No, charge the least you can, and that'll get more people into buying these tables. You gotta have the games to feed to the table. Fat Hog thinks it's going to be a 2-pack for $15 like Universal. I wonder. No one knows if they got that second license, but why wouldn't they? They're negotiating with Elvira. Video Game Vegas says he'll never leave VR. I don't know if they'd put Elvira in VR. I would love it, but I don't know if they would. I would be surprised. They'd be worried about people doing inappropriate things probably. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Who knows? But, I will say this for Zen Studios. They painted pants on Black Rose. And then I pointed it out on the show. and I pointed out and I made fun of them. And the next time they updated Pinball FX VR, guess what? It went back to the classic artwork on the posters. So, you know, I'm not taking credit for it, but I did make a big point to point out that we don't want wokeness in our games. If it's an authentic, if it's an old school pinball, don't mess with it. And I directly, when I did have contact with AtGames, I said, whatever you do not mess with the nostalgia of this game. Just make it the way it was. That's what people want. They don't want you playing with it. They don't want you altering it. They don't want you taking things in or out. Give us the real deal. Best you
FX. If you didn't know, on the back glass, there's a spider.
Yeah, but Indiana Jones is a big movie property. Elvira is not a gigantic movie property. I'm thinking that Elvira is going to be $5, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping for $5. I'm not saying raise your prices right now just because you got Elvira.
That turns. If you didn't know, on this, see this spider thing is, I know this ain't the best quality, but you see the spider here. It actually spins. On one of those shots, you get the ball into, it's called a spin. It's a hole on the right side, I think, of the playfield. You get the ball in there, you have a chance to spin the spider, and then you stop it on one of these things around it that you can see around here. It gives you certain points and stuff. Pinball FX, they'll probably put it on the back glass, but since on the AtGames 4K, they don't use the back glass, it's just a still image. It's going to be hopefully on the playfield somewhere. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I've seen Zen Studios do it in the past, even on Pinball FX, using the playfield for, like, you know, little mini games and stuff. So I'm thinking this is going to be like a mini game where they pop it up on the playfield screen. You know, if it takes up the full screen or whatever. I'm not sure about Pinball FX. On Pinball FX VR, guarantee is going to be on the back glass, because if you ever played on the Pinball FX VR, you see the whole.
Yeah, and there you go. TMCLOSKY is saying the exact same thing I'm saying. In Pinball FX VR, it's going to spin on the back glass. On the console versions, it's going to blow up probably to be a big image where you can actually see the spider spin well. And I expect they'll probably do something similar to what they do on the consoles with the 4KP. But they're definitely not going to animate the back glass. If you're thinking that, I'm telling you right now, that's not going to happen.
Ball machine just like it was in real life. So that one will use most likely the back glass. But AtGames, they're not going to use the back glass. They don't use it for anything else. They only use, you know, flashing lights like Magic Pixel. Just because I know they've done that so many times, especially on their Zen Studios originals. They'll have those mini games and it'll be on a playfield. So most likely it'll be on a playfield. I'm fine with that. As long as it's on in the game, I'm fine where they put it.
I mean,
love to have it on a back glass, but
make it work good.
At least for AtGames, they don't use the back glass yet. I'm hoping in the future they'll use the back glass some point. But for now, it's just a still image. So because it's part of the game, you need to have it on there. If you don't have it on there, then it's kind of useless, because that's a big part of the game. Is that spider spin. Guys, I'm so excited getting Elvira. I didn't care which one we got. As long as we got one, I'm happy. So here it is, guys. Let's play the clip again.
Are you ready to
There you go. I mean, you're getting a fully animated Elvira on the table. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that for sure.
And it looks like they did a really cool job on their extra visuals. You know, got the spider over here, spider webs around. These two slingshots move and talk. So it looks like they did a really good job on the extra visuals.
I can tell you've done this before. Keep all body parts inside the crate.
They got bats.
My favorite. You devil, you. Unpleasant dream.
Okay, so there you go, guys. Here's all the platforms. And if you see down here where my cursor is, there's AtGames 4K. I don't think I can get it off. Yeah, I can get it off, but you can see it down there. See, you got Zen Pinball World, which is their app. It has AtGames 4K. They have VR and FX, and then all your platforms are here. Look at the flippers, guys. The flippers look like little fingers.
Yeah, they're like bones.
That's pretty cool. It looks like they really did a nice job here on the extra visuals. You can even see the sideboards here. But this is in Pinball FX. They showed a back glass. Okay, right here. So on Pinball FX, the spider is going to be on the back glass. Because they even show it spinning. So see how it spins? And it says use flippers to stop.
Yeah, well, your
So
view is
use
going to
flippers
change. Your
Confirmed.
view is going to change.
Pinball FX is going to be on the back glass. It's going to be on the back glass on Pinball FX VR. It's not going to be on the back glass on that game. They haven't yet used the back glass. That's why we haven't got Safecracker.
Yeah,
Safecracker back glass.
Bonsai runs another one.
Game.
I mean,
this is a little easier, I think, to put on as a mini game than Safecracker. So that's why we haven't got Safecracker, is because they don't use the back glass. So I'm excited about this. Hopefully you're excited too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see it in Pinball.
You give
VR.
us the pair though. I want the pair.
It's gonna be really neat to see that in there. I can't wait to have it on AtGames 4K. It's so awesome, man, that we're in a situation where when these drop day one, and it drops day one on AtGames as well.
It's gonna be everywhere.
Good time to have a AtGames 4K pinball machine. We're getting Elvira Scared Stiff. No price on there yet.
I think that's one of the reasons.
Awesome, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you excited for Elvira Scared Stiff? Or you bummed that the Party Monsters are not coming? Let me know, guys, what you guys think of Elvira Scared Stiff coming all platforms, including AtGames. Play it one more time going out.
One last look. How can you not love this? Elvira.
Are you ready to play?
Let's go.
I can tell you've done this before. Keep all body parts inside the crate. My favorite. You devil, you. Unpleasant dreams.
Unpleasant dreams. Well, there you go. That's going to be my segment on Elvira. Elvira is so dang sexy. I do agree. Yeah. I don't think I think Stern is not going to ever, I mean, I won't say ever, but Stern is very reluctant to release any of their properties to video pinball. I'm just glad we're getting Scared Stiff. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be on VR. And it's going to be in time for Halloween, just like Mikey Yoon says. This is a great present for people that love virtual pinball, you know? I like that first Elvira movie. I don't know what it's called, but it's the first one that she did. I like that one a lot. It was fun. I like the show a lot. The show was fun to watch. I actually got like some DVDs with like the entire like seasons of the Elvira with the movies, the movie Macabre, and they're fun. You know, Elvira's great. I mean, nothing more retro than Elvira. I mean, Elvira is fantastic. So we covered the brand new pinball pack for the AtGames. We covered Elvira's coming. We covered Baby Shark. Almost done with AtGames. I mean, they got a lot of stuff that happened this week. Of course, there are other new things. Due to technical difficulties, the Flipper Friends have been out of business. But guess what? They're reopening the shop. And Flipper Friends is coming back. You got your 4K tables are coming up with Flipper Friends. You got Whodunit, No Good Gophers, Dr. Seuss, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, Speed King in Egypt. You got your HD tables coming out. Flipper Friends, Future World Deluxe, Egypt, Sea of Thieves, Moonflight Deluxe, and Speed King. And so Flipper Friends is coming back. The other AtGames news, they're throwing away. I don't say throwing away. They're selling this mug. They're not throwing them away, but it's almost like they're giving away $325 plus free shipping for this micro HD. Now, this is a tiny pinball. I just took this picture with the little kid playing it. But if you want a tiny HD pinball machine for $325 with free shipping, I just saw that they put this up, and I thought that was a pretty good price. I'm not interested in this. You know, I feel like the 4KP is going to be my cabinet for probably the foreseeable future. I really love the 4KP, but you know, for someone that's just getting into it, $325. You can load all the HD tables on this. And there's the micro. So they're pretty much blowing them out. It seems like that's a really good price. You know, I don't know what they normally cost, but certainly a lot more than $325. So if you know anyone that might just want to dip their feet into the AtGames pinball, $325. There you go. Let me check in with the chat. Sorry, I had to have it on a different screen to click on the videos. The first Elvira movie was called Mistress of the Dark, and it was awesome. The second movie, Haunted Hills, Video Game Vegas did not like that one. What's happening? Why am I getting all this craziness? Cancel. What's happening? Let's see. Yeah, some Stern tables have gotten have been released. I know they did AC/DC, but they're pretty reluctant to release their properties to be done as virtual pinballs. Yeah. Okay. So let me get that off the screen there. Let's see. See, Ray says they're thinking of coming out with a new micro with a rock chip to play the Zen titles. Maybe that's possible. It does seem like a good price, though. So let me see what my next thing I wanted to talk about was. Okay. So the next thing on the agenda, the games we're releasing for this week. Of course, from Pinball FX VR, we have Tomb Raider. We covered Elvira. We covered the Scared Stiff. Okay. I want to show this real quick. This is a video from Jabba's Game Hut. We did have some problems with our tournament with the game Indiana Jones.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to Jabba's Game Hut. I'm just jumping into Pinball FX VR just so I can report a problem to Zen Studios with the Indiana Jones table. Now, we've got a problem with the one ball mode here, where when you finish the game, the score on the back glass isn't reporting on the main final page. So this page here is normally, well, that score there was about 40 to 50 million short on what I'd actually got on the back glass. So I've recorded a few more games, just short games, just so we can see the discrepancy between the score on the back glass and the score that your game reported up and posted onto the final scoreboard. So just take a quick look.
So you can see the 73.
Look at these scores, guys, just so we can report this to Zen Studios.
Right now, who top men?
Okay, and then later, they did figure out that if you leave the special features on, it does put the correct high score on. So this is if you turn off all the extra features, all the extra animations, it does this. But it doesn't do this if you leave them on. But this is definitely a bug. And Jabba did report it to Zen, and they know about it, and they said they're going to fix it. So pretty exciting.
We have top men working on it right now. Who top men?
See you tomorrow, Indiana Jones.
You can see 87. And it's recording at 69.
We have top men working on it right now. Who
top men?
There you go, guys. As you can see, the bigger the score, the bigger the discrepancy is. So if you get a massive score, you're going to be thousands of points short. Obviously, if you only get a short game, then the score difference isn't going to be that big. But the better you do, the more you're going to get penalised on these score discrepancies. So hopefully, Zen Studios can sort this one out for us. All right, catch you soon. Jabba's out of here.
Definitely check out Jabba's Game Hut. Great channel. But there is a little bug. Now, we did find out that if you turn all the special features on, that does not happen. So it only happens when you turn all the special features off in Pinball FX VR. So I'll be sure to mention it if we do another one ball challenge with a Zen game. Pinball FX VR, it just seems to be a small bug that they have. So, okay. Let's take a look. Let's remove that. Let's see. Let me check in with the chat. Hey, Dark Realm Gaming, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Okay, let me do this. Let me just do this. Let's take a look at our leaderboards next. Share screen. iScored. There it is. Share. I need to make sure that it's showing up. Let me make myself smaller so it's bigger. There we go. Okay, so these are our iScored leaderboards. Had a lot of people playing. There's our new games: Funhouse, Tomb Raider, Pengo, Truxton II. This past week, we've been playing a lot of games. Let's take a look at how everyone did. We have Sunset Riders. There was a lot of competition at the top of this leaderboard between Sacro, Jabba, the Rexer Show. They were all slugging it out to the last minute. We had Sacro, 159, 360. This was a single quarter run on Sunset Riders. We had Jabba right behind him, and the Rexer Show even put in a score. We had Lord Donkey Ball's TMCLOSKY. I rounded up the bottom of that one. Then we had Tiger Heli. I did pretty good on this one, but Jabba actually beat me with 109,020. I got the 82,430. We had Sacro in third, Lord Donkey Balls, Rich Riviera, TMCLOSKY, Tiger Heli, a great Toplan shmup. Now, with the Indiana Jones, a lot of people were putting in 3-ball scores, so I just brought back the old scoreboard for the 3-ball. And if you posted a score in the wrong category, I just moved it for you. We had a lot of people play both the single ball challenge and the 3-ball game. So let's look at the single ball first, because that was the official new game that we added. The number one score, the number one player of a single ball in Indiana Jones Pinball was Jabba, who also made a video and he did make Zen aware that their bug was in the game and they will fix it. Rich Mix came in second. Bliss 2121, last week's winner, third. I was in fourth. Sacro, Dan Ridge, and Ballydurn. Then we have the 3-ball Indiana Jones. We had a lot of people. We had the Rexer Show, Rich Mix, Nick's Reviews, Papa Brad, Sacro, Ballydurn, Gravitron 69, Mikey Yoon, Omega Supreme, a new channel member, 1976, I think. Jabba, Lord Donkey Balls, TMCLOSKY. Even had G-Force Guy on that one. I think he's changed his name to Tomato Sauce. But leaderboards, I don't. If you get a score, it stays on it permanently. So we have Hurricane, we have Jabba, Soggy Bacon. I came in third on that one. We're playing this on the AtGames. TMCLOSKY, Ballydurn, Dave LB. We already got a lot of competition heating it up in the new games. We have Truxton II, Jabba in the number one spot, Sacro in second, me in third. I'm going to tell you, anyone that can make 100,000 in this game is my, incredible score. I mean, if you can make 100,000, I got massive respect. And this is a game that you're going to keep playing until you get that 100,000. But these are all great scores. Pengo is live. The scores are live for Tomb Raider. And I am putting a $20 bounty if anyone could take out Tomato Grass at number one. He's got a pretty sick score there. Why's my mouse acting up? And then Funhouse. But be sure to enter your scores in the Retro Legends Arcade. Video Game Vegas, Truxton 2 is a beautiful game. Yeah, I'm going to play. I played mine on my iArcade, and I just love playing the Toplan shmups on my iArcade. I actually filmed a video of it for my channel on my Evercade, but the iArcade for me is, that thing was built to play shmups. It's kind of the ultimate shmup cab. Java's Game Hut has been putting in the work, just killing it on these leaderboards. We're going to end the stream with a look at his Truxton run. Very impressive, beautiful run. Check out his channel. He's got a great channel. Yeah, iArcade knew that Toplan was the king. They put all the Toplan games on the iArcade. I'm going to go from this to just spinning the wheel real quick. Let me pull up my wheel. Just get in touch with me if you win. Let me remove this. You add the wheel to the stage. Should be ready. Boom. I got it all ready. Let's see. Share this tab instead. Does everyone see a wheel? Looks like we see a wheel. Okay. Anyone that played is on the wheel. Got a nice big group of players. Good luck, gamers. And I usually give like a $25 prize of some sort. You know, it's pretty much whatever you want. I'll work with you to get you whatever you want. But something that I can send digitally, like gift you something. Okay, so here we go. We're going to spin the wheel. Good luck, gamers. A lot of great players on this wheel. It could go any way. Remember, this tournament is totally not gatekeeped. Anyone is welcome to play. It's completely open. I don't erase scores. I don't kick players. I don't ban players. Here we go. Good luck, gamers. The winner for this week is going to be not eligible. They won last week. There's a 1 month cooldown, but Bliss 2121 needs to go to the casino because she just won again. But yeah, there's a 1 month cooldown. So like if you, I keep a list. And if you've won within the past month, if you've won in the past month, I'll know. I'll look up your name. So you're not eligible, but congratulations for playing. Thank you. I'm going to spin again. And the winner is, wow, the Rexer Show, not eligible. When did the Rexer Show win? Let me see when he won. Let me just double check my score to be 100%. Rexer Show won on 9/6/25. So that was this month. He's not eligible. There's a 1 month cooldown. Got to spin again. People are lucky. We need a new name. Let's see, Rich Mix. There we go. And let me check all my names here. Rich Mix is the winner officially. Yes, he's not won within a month. So Rich Mix, get in touch with me, Papa Brad. I'll put up a way to get in touch with me right here. Hold on. Put this up just for a moment. You can contact me at this address. You can also join. I have a Discord. You can join our Discord if you want. But congrats, Rich Mix. Thank you for playing in the tournaments. It's been great having you play along with the community. Let me put myself back on the stage here. There I am. Okay. So congratulations. Let me see what else. I had a lot of other goodies to show. Let's see what else I had in my queue here. Okay. Of course, we're playing the Tomb Raider game in Pinball FX VR. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yep, Wingo, congrats, Rich Mix. And let's check this one out. Let's see. I think I'm just going to end it with let's end it with the Toaplan run of Jabba. This is Jabba's Toaplan run. We're going to take a look at Jabba's Game Hut. He's here in the chat. He's got a great channel. Jabba, if you want to drop your channel's a link to your channel, you can please do that. Please join his channel. He's a great gamer. He's been playing, putting in the work, getting great scores in these tournaments. We're going to take a look at his Truxton II complete run of over 100,000 points, so you can get some strategy, how to play Truxton II. This is a great shmup. I mean, this one is super addictive, so you'll be getting to that 100,000 before you know it. So let's take a look at some fantastic gameplay from Jabba. Take it easy, Soggy Bacon. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to play. People really win. Drop a sub to this guy. He's still a fantastic player. Good gamer. Jabba's Game Hut. I'll do it on YouTube. Across the pond.
bringing Mikey J Productions, MJP James and Red. See you, Mikey J. That's it. You almost said Mikey J, I'm sorry. Productions was the winner of one of our weeks in the tournament. Previous winner, but that's the legendary. Hey, we're playing Truxton this week. Truxton 2. I know you've got this game. I feel like the electric gun, the blue weapon is the one to want. That one's so overpowered. Look at that. He's breaking 100,000 barriers. Yeah, if you can hit that 100,000, that's a great accomplishment. These challenges that it's not possible when you play the game a little bit every week. A lot of gamers will feel like really a good feeling of accomplishment. Yeah, this is cranked up for a while. Thank you, Jabba. He's in a tough spot, taking on the boss. He doesn't have any of the power bombs. What a glorious game. Look at that. Toaplan at its finest. Now he's set. He's got 3 smart bombs. He'll be able to take that boss out with those 3 bombs. He uses all 3. You can't take him with you. Absolutely. Truxton II Run all-time great. Great score going on. Single quarter run. Here comes out the boss again. This time it's got 3 bombs locked and loaded. Oh, I should wait. I wonder if that counted. I wonder if it counted because it hadn't formed yet. But some of these bullets, like how are you gonna get around that? What a great enemy design. Let's look at that liquid in the eyes. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Absolutely. This is on iArcade. Classic from iArcade. Oh, he didn't make it to the boss that time, but it's tough. This game will push your skills to the limit. Great run. In the #1 spot for right now. See if you can beat this score, but he's in the #1 spot for right now. Got Jabba's Game Hut. See if you can match his score. That was a great long look at Truxton 2, one of the all-time Toaplan great shmups. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I invite everyone to play and enjoy the Retro Legends Arcade. It's a completely open tournament, free to everyone. Come join us, play some of these games. That's all I got. Everyone have a great evening. Have a great weekend. And as always, stay legit. Take care.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro gaming. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brand, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats, late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend, his passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high score OLED. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.